Hello Libra, thank you for joining me. It's Sandra here from Wolf Moon Tarot. I hope you're all well wherever you are. This is your Fairy Oracle reading for July 2021 or thereabouts. It could well resonate a little bit beyond those times. But I've pre-shuffled the cards for you, Libra. So I'll just do a final shuffle now, starting with the Animal Spirit Oracle cards. It is a general reading, Libra, so take what resonates with you, but anything that doesn't resonate, just leave that behind or for somebody else. So I'll just do a final shuffle then of the Animal Spirit, and we'll start with these energies, see what they have to say. So first of all we have Wasp Spirit. And this is saying that sometimes life stings. Okay, sometimes life stings. So let's see where this is going. And Buffalo Spirit, the abundant universe will provide for you. So don't worry about that. The abundant universe will provide in whatever way that is meaningful for you. So I'll just do a final shuffle then of the Fairy Oracle cards by Brian Foward. So we have the heart of your reading, Libra, what the challenge is to that, what's in your power ×2, a potential outcome, and then something else that your guides would like to say to you at this time. And at the bottom of the deck we have Lom the Poet. This is very much the dreamer energy, the romancer, very much within himself, caught within his dreamland, his fantasies, his ideals, the stories, and it can seem quite switched off. But actually if you start talking to Lom the Poet about writing, poetry, reading, then he suddenly sparks, he wakes up. So this is, we'll see what this means, and we'll come back to this as we explore the rest of your reading. But this could be referring to somebody being a little bit in their dream world, a little bit switched off, if you like. But we'll see. But the only reason I say that is because we've had Wasp Spirit, haven't we? Sometimes life stings. So has something happened while you've been a little bit switched off from things? But let's see. So I'll just do a shuffle now to get some clarifying cards for all the cards on the table. Could we clarify all the cards on the table, please? Right, so at the bottom of the deck we have the topsy-turvies, and this is about perspective, how we all have a different perspective on things, can see things differently. We can look at the same happening, but we'll have a different perspective, a different viewpoint, because of where we're each all coming from, you know, our own life experiences and how we have evolved. So this is either talking about your particular perspective, or there might be a need to look at something differently, to change your perspective. And of course that's a clarifier for Lom the Poet, who's a little bit switched off in his own world. So perhaps it's time to start to look at something a bit differently. So let's see. At the heart of your reading, Libra, we have Laced Moon's Daughter and the Ra. Now, Laced Moon's Daughter is very much like the full moon energy. This is Laced Moon's Daughter sheds light on a situation. So she's lighting up the darkness, something that you've been unclear about. You're going to get more clarity about it. And it's something to do with the mind and mental acumen, a speed of thought. Somebody who thinks very quickly and acts quickly, And the Ra is not grounded, as you can see. This is everything happening in the mind. He's not grounded. She's not grounded. There, so sometimes it's a difficult one to grasp. Whatever this is to do with, it's a difficult one to grasp. So light is going to be shed on. Something's going to be revealed about somebody's fast thinking, speed of thought, an idea perhaps, ideas coming in thick and fast. But they're not grounded. You can't hook them down, if you like. So that something, light is going to be shed on something to do with the Ra energy. So let's see. So the challenge for you at this time, Libra, is we have Gluminous Loom and we have Sylvanus. Gluminous Loom is when our glass is half empty, so we're feeling very negative and expecting the worst. It's that sort of an energy. And Sylvanus, we've got himself that's lifting the mask up to reveal the fairy of aspiration. So, you know, your aspirations being revealed. However, at the same time, we have the fairy sword here, and the fairy holding the fairy sword, and that's being held ready to cut away what's not serving you any longer. The darkness, the insecurities, the fears are being ready to be cut away as the mask is being lifted on your aspirations. But these are difficult energies for you at this moment in time. So you're feeling quite negative, thinking quite negatively about your aspirations, your hopes and dreams. And, you know, that could be well what the message of Lom the poet is. So if this is yourself as the dreamer, you know, dreaming about your aspirations, but needing then to get a different perspective on this, stand back and look at it in a little bit of a different way. So, what is in your power at the moment, Libra? Well, we have the Soul Shrinker and we have Oi That Gnome. Now, the Soul Shrinker, this is an energy of somebody who uses words unthinkingly, somebody who perhaps has got a shadow side within themselves, a dark side. And the way to make them feel better is to diminish other people, to diminish others around them. And they do that with their words, their actions, their energies. So I feel, Libra, this is something for you to be mindful of, but it's within your power now to... so let's have a look. Oi That Gnome as a clarifier. Oi That Gnome, he brings chaos and upheaval, and he does that because what he says is he's a big believer that there is always opportunities to be found in chaos and upheaval. When things are up in the air, when things don't go right, and when things become chaotic around us, but there is an opportunity to be gained from that. I think another adage to think about there is when one door closes, slams shut, another one will spring open. It's that sort of an energy. So there's something about whatever this Soul Shrinker is bringing to the table, and is bringing chaos and uncertainty, but there's going to be an opportunity presented to you, Libra. Now, what else is in your power? Well, we have She the Retriever, and we have Lease of the Shadows. And She the Retriever, this is when you think there is something that's gone, that you've lost, and it's gone. You can't retrieve it, you can't bring it back, whatever it is. But She the Retriever says, no, you can, with a little bit of effort, you can retrieve it, whatever it is. You can get it back. Something you felt was gone, you can get it back. And the clarifier is Lease of the Shadows. And this is when the Lisa of the Shadow says the time is right. It's the right time now to do some healing. Something that's happened in the past that's been quite, you know, harmful and destructive, and whatever that is. Lisa the Shadow says, you are at a time now that you can heal, you can start the healing process, whether that's getting actual therapy, or whether it's talking therapies, or whether it's thinking things through within yourself and acknowledging a shift, a change, or you know, being able to talk with a trusted friend, you know, however it works for you. So there's just an acknowledgement of Lisa of the Shadow that it's a good time now to be able to face whatever's happened in the past, what's been difficult, to start the healing process. And it's to retrieve something that you thought you had lost. So you're going to be able to retrieve what you thought you had lost, whether that's your harmony within yourself, you know, whatever it is. It is available to be retrieved again with a little bit of effort. So potential outcome here, we have She of the Crowash and Indy. So She of the Crowash is very much the feminine principle. It's not gender specific, but it's the feminine principle of nurturing, caring, compassion, empathy, spirituality perhaps, fertility. But the clarifier is Indy, and Indy is very indecisive. Indy can't make her mind up about anything. So just when Indy feels that she's made a mind up about something, then there's something else that comes in and it stops her making a mind up. And she's back to square one again, back to the drawing board again. So there's something about feeling a bit wishy-washy about a situation to do with the feminine principle of some sort. Now this could be referring to an actual female, and it's difficult to make a decision concerning a female, or it's just being indecisive about an aspect of She of the Crowash, of nurturing, caring, compassion and empathy. It's like when the jury's out. It's that sort of a phrase, isn't it? The jury's out, because people are trying to make a decision, but nobody can come to a decision about something, and it's to do with an aspect of She of the Crowash. So what is it your guides want to say to you, Libra? Well, we have Spirit Dancer and we have Singer of Courage. So the Spirit Dancer, what your guides want to say to you is you need to dance your own dance. You need to be authentic to yourself. Make your own mind up about things. Do what you know is the right thing to do for you. And be courageous. We've got the Singer of Courage there. This is about drawing on your inner strength. Being courageous in this situation. All right, speak your truth. I feel, be yourself, speak your truth, do what you know is right, and draw on your inner strength. Because remember, the abundant universe will provide for you. All right, and it's trying to guide you in the direction it would like you to go, because sometimes life just stings us, and it just does. But we have to deal with it, don't we, when that happens. And it happens to everybody. You know, it's just something we have to manage and deal with. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you've enjoyed the reading, Libra. I've enjoyed doing the reading for you. But good luck going forward. And I hope you can join me again in the future. Bye bye for now.